Okay, I figured out how to do the moderator thing. So I'm going to have Laura and Hot Rod be... As you guys get on here, I'll click next to your name. Whose kids are these anyways? Discipline your child. So they're not on YouTube being little yahoos. Alright, I'll wait for some people to get back on here. Sorry guys, I had to cut out because we had a bunch of yahoos popping on the chat. Talking about farts and whatnot. Okay, Hot Rod, there you are. I'm gonna click on you and I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Can manage block words, change chat, mods in live, and also has capability of standard moderators. Remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Okay. You are a mod, Hot Rod. Laura, are you on here? Will you leave a comment if you are so I can click on you and then I'll have you mod too. God, it is absolutely so beautiful outside. I'm going to switch this around and show you guys. Isn't that freaking so pretty? Alright, live's just getting up and going. Laura, are you on here? If you are, will you leave a message or a comment so that I can add you as a mod? Yeah, we are not about to be talking about farts the whole time. I don't even know where these kids get... These kids shouldn't be taking a nap at home or something. Anyways, my name is Casey. Welcome, you're in my live feed. That's my son, Danny Cash. Honey, you're probably going to have to come over here. We are about to start off this live. I love you guys. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I'm basically starting all over again. But I can never say I love you guys enough. Here we go. My OCD. Alright.
Now it's just me on here. Mom?
Yeah, it's cloudy in Ontario. What, honey?
I got on too late and now it's stuck behind.
Oh, you can go back to the live. Okay. Here we go. Holy Spirit, holy angels, benevolent beings of the highest bright light, I call you in to guard the space. We love you, and I just ask that you allow me to be a beacon of light for those that need it the most. If you're drawn to this message, either whether it's in live or a replay, welcome. You're always welcome here. I love you. I hope this message touches your heart and you can always access and find something from the universal energies within it. I'm going to turn this a little bit this way. Okay. Thank you, Harad, for being the... appreciate that. Moderator. Hey, we go get Mommy fresh water. I love you. Wait up it all the way out and get new. Okay. Alright. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity and guidance. I ask that you would guard the gates as I channel these messages. I call on our ancestors, benevolent beings of the light, ancestors. You are welcome here. Passed on loved ones, multidimensional beings of the highest bright light for the good of all. Archangel Michael, I call on you to guard the gates. I declare, demand, and decree that no weapons formed against myself or my listeners will prosper. So mote it be. Heavenly realms, I ask that you would open so that I could channel these messages and see the light, as I am a light worker. in the army of light for the highest good of all. This is a sacred prayer I do. I open up all of my rituals. It is a ritual, I guess, every time I sit down here and read, right? Anytime I sit here to come and connect with the Holy Spirit, I will say a sacred prayer. It is a light language. You won't understand it, but you don't need to be afraid of it either. So, Tekereo shopabaye kerete ateo totie shakate opaya nanaye kerete otea shakate opabaye te opaye shekerete tutu yupoye te shakatea. Te sharate kerete tuye pakatea ya shekete te tutu tupaye kerete shaketea. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. Let's see what we got going. Has Wade made himself in here yet? Hi, Sophia. Hey, welcome everybody to the chat. My name is Casey. I am live from the state of Idaho, close to Boise. You guys are welcome here. Be respectful or you will get kicked out of the chat. Just come here and enjoy yourself, alright? If you want to be here, you don't got to be here. Click off. There might be something in here for you either way. Alright, thank you. Alright. Alright, for the highest good of all. Goddesses are working with us since we have been out and about. Pili, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is in your heart's true desire? Bottom of the deck, we have Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And I will receive them both. There is something to be said for the heart of receiving. You know, a lot of us are constantly asking the universe for so many things, right? Connectivity, but, you know, in the midst of it, when we forget that we ask. And then here comes a little old lady, you know, with her pocketbook out, or, you know, somebody shows up, you've been wanting a tree for your backyard, and she's like, well, I just dug it up from my backyard, and I was wondering if you needed a tree. We'll even dig the hole for you. Cash, will you take her, please? Needless to say, you know, the universe is always working in our favor. It's if we have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. So we're going to go with Pili. Divine Passion, number 29. Really missed you guys. I love you. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I've been watching other people's messages, and I was like, man, I need to get on there. But, you know, life gets us caught up, so I'm like, okay, universe, what are we showing me while I'm out and about and doing all the things? You know, I know you guys love my messages, and I know that you guys miss me when I'm not on here, so I know that. And I know you guys look for my stuff. So we're on here, and we're going to drive around home. All right. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Message from Pili. If you listen to the sound of your heart and breathe, you will recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They are natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of healing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They are just as much part of nature as they are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They will activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance with the rhythms of your life, you will truly be in all ways divine. Various meanings of this card. Make sure your career matches your truest interests. Take a class, start a hobby that really excites you. Change jobs. Go on a wonderful trip. Invest time, money in manifesting your dreams. Give yourself permission to go for it. Start a new business. Make an honest assessment of how you spend your time. List your priorities. About Pele. The Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes, Pele's dynamic strength is sometimes misunderstood. She shows us the fire that we can purify, release us from the old to make our way of the new, and ignite our passions. Without fire, nothing would change. Call upon Pele to help you get in touch with your true passions and to change up your motivation and excitement. Pele will help you feel everything on a deeper level, so be unafraid of taking action to manifest your heart's desire. Ooh, I like that. My palms started getting super sweaty right there. Okay, and then we got Hathor receptivity. Allow yourself to receive, thus will increase your intuition and energy. Number 19. Message from Hathor. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with receptivity and the flow, or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of the feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you have blocked your feminine energy. Your receptivity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Receptivity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. By noticing the hundreds of gifts you will receive each day, whether it's seeing beauty in nature, witnessing and touching human momentum, or being hugged by a loved one. Simply say thank you for each and know that the divine is filling up your storehouse, keeping the divine flow going and strong. Various meanings of this card. Be still and listen. Release guilt about receiving. Ask for help. Increase psychic awareness. Know that you're in a learning cycle. Healing is occurring. Be more in your feminine energy. Child conception, pregnancy, or birth, including adoption or favorable custody arrangements, are issues in your life. About Hathor, this beloved Egyptian goddess is represented by the head of a cow and symbolizes the sacred animal life, giving milk and nurturing as a mother. Hathor is a benevolent sky sun goddess who helps us with all aspects of child conception, birthing, and or raising. Call upon Hathor to guide you in nurturing yourself and your loved ones. I was listening to this podcast the other day, and it was talking about, and it is warm out here. Back in the day, right? We always talk about back in the day. The men were the warriors and the protectors, and they would go around the outside of the tribeswomen and build up their own forward operating base around their actual, sacred little town inside. And their job was just to keep everything out that wasn't supposed to be in there, while the women and the mother goddesses prayed, and they did the being ones with the nature, you know what I mean? They were the goddesses. This is what they did. Maybe a lot of you are getting back into that mother, really getting more grounded, really finding your way. Maybe you, at first, being alone felt really crappy at first, but maybe starting to realize that being alone has actually afforded you more opportunities to look within and to see the beauty within your own being. That not everything that's glory and great in life is been surrounded by all the people that you have in your life. You know what I mean? Maybe a huge essence of that is who and what you truly are, and to be able to appreciate others, to be able to meet other people at such a level, you would have had to have met yourself there first, is what I'm saying. Jake, you are so kicked out of here.
What did you say?
Ignite the passion for farts. Your mom is so going to ground you when she knows you've been on this live feed. You do know that. What a bunch of yahoos. All right. Archangels, messages do we have for the collective? Messages for the collective, please. Talk about letting go of all control, right? Maybe that's been another thing, a part of being on your own, is like really not having, and we have this innate sense to want to have control over life, and those things are within it. And perhaps you are a Virgo or have Virgo in a very important placement within your astrological sign. The situation doesn't serve you. Release the attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. The Five of Michael. Number 13, peace, Archangel Azrael. Release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And actually, you know what? Like, being off grid might be something that you guys have all been thinking about. Generosity and inspiration. We've got the King of Gabriel. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Oh, little bug's all turned over on his back. You alright, little buddy? Keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. I don't know. Sometimes, like, even being on this live feed, I'm like, I really am genuinely concerned of, like, let's just say Jake's poor mom, or Jake's even this kid's name, or maybe you're not even a kid. Maybe you are, like, in your 20s and you're still on people's live feeds. Like, there is a part of me that is really worried for the future if it is consumed with the essence of children like you. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many great things you could be doing with your life, and different perspectives of life that you could be having, and you're choosing, you know what I mean? Like, idle hands, you know, you just tap into, I guess, the lower conscious forms, and it sucks ass because we could really use, you know, these kids that are being raised right now, you know, on the light side, becoming more consciously aware, to be quite honest. A hot rod, you are just getting slammed by these yahoos. Let's see. Laura, I'm going to make you a moderator. Actually, I got it. We're about to shake the snake, I bet. All right. All right, Laura, you should be able to click on whoever's name and then delete them out of the chat if they're being a-holes. Thank you, Angie. We're working on the moderator situation right now. Jake, you are so grounded when you get home to your mom for farting. You know that? I know. He's...
I bet he's like 11 or 10.
Yeah, he goes... Yeah.
Probably like middle age.
Jake, I'm telling your mom. Look, his little friend's on here. He says, what did he do?
That could be his mom on his phone.
Good Lord, have mercy. Okay, we're deleting. All right, back to the read. Not the fart, the read. These fucking kids, man. I am worried for our future generation. I'm telling you. A little fucking concerned about what in the hell kind of kids we're raising out here. Alright, here we go. No, my cards will not answer if I'm going to fart on the stream soon. They don't do that, but they can actually tell you. Let's see. What's your name? Jake, not the snake? Let's give
Jake
him a
the fart
realization.
More like Jake the fart snake.
We'll give you some attention. What does Jake need in his life most right now to become a productive citizen in society and stop talking about 12-year-old farts? If you're 11, you're probably very pleased with that. You shouldn't even be on my read if you're 11 because it's 18 and older, so here we go. What does Jake need most to grow up at this point in his life? You want to steal the show? Let's give it to him because this will actually plant a seed. Self-care. Some balance. Ouch. Jake. Farts aren't doing it for you, buddy. Take time to replenish your mind, body, and soul. It's a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make sure yourself is a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving you and what is taking from you? Much can be relieved when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. You know what else is at the bottom of the list, buddy? Farts. Farts are at the bottom of the list. You know, I have kids your age, probably. I guarantee it. What else is messing with Jake's psyche? Childhood wounds. Jake, are you wounded? There's some inner child wounding here. I can feel it. Your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. You never want to mess with the divine, buddy. That's what I'm telling you.
That actually makes sense.
Going within to heal requires self-love and compassion. Getting perspective through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in accessing tools to empower your inner child. And I mean that with as much love, but you really probably, like, you're either a kid or you really do need to grow up. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about the collective energy, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What do we have collectively going on at this point? Let's clear the table. Man, some people's children. Lord have mercy on your damn children. Lord knows they need it. What are you gonna bring a fart to a fucking gunfight?
No, he's gonna make a fart to a jury meeting.
That's not funny. Alright. These kids are so funny. We've got the raven, the lion. One at a time, please. Confidence and control. You're encouraged to disconnect from the physical and materialistic plan and move to the spiritual realm. You have a deep and spiritual connection which you must not ignore. You are on the brink of transformation and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. You've got the lion, control. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an initiative to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly or constructively to reduce your level of frustration. Yeah, and we pull out the cougar with the lion too. We do that a lot. Leadership. You have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Use the power of intention and be clear of the purpose and define where you are headed. What are the frequencies that the collective is engaging with at this time, feeling, moving through, or transitioning through, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, for the highest good of all? Change wanted to fall down. Change and romantic love. Whew. Feel a huge energy shift right now. The ancient wisdom that's stored within all of us. That is such a big leap for me to get on here and have a channel and talk about all the things, you know what I mean? It is forever changing and always will be changing. And it's, when you're really tapped into the energy, it's so diverse. I can read one day and the next day feel a complete different shift. It is a very unique dynamic to be entangled with, having a channel, and I guess you would say holding yourself responsible in a way to be like the energy forecaster, right? Spiritually, for the highest good of all. It's not just throwing shit out there, and it's not it's coming from a heart space and being genuine within that. It's a big deal. Oh, Wade's on here. Wade, can I make you a moderator? That way, for any future references, you'll be a moderator at that point, too. What's up, Wade? How in the fuck is Jake still on here? Alright, here we go. Wade, I made you a moderator, so you can click on whatever Yahoo. There should be like 3 little lines next to them, and you should be able to delete their shenanigans if you would help Laura and Hot Rod out. Glad you made it, buddy. We're a little short-handed in here. Okay. So we're talking about the frequencies that are helping us through this transitional shift. I feel like water, really, like the frequency of water and the moon. I don't know if any of the rest of you guys have felt like completely depleted by the shift in the energy of the moon. My life looks like it froze. I've just been absolutely tired. My neighbor, at the same time I asked her, I was like, Laura, she's been feeling really tired herself, which I thought was really interesting. So I'm like, well, that must have been a very powerful new moon. Or full moon. Hey, KK. Hey, Laura, do you want to block that Gonzalez Adams?
Regarding him,
Are you guys figuring out that moderator trash?
Regarding Oracle 333.
Alright, here we go. Not letting the trolls steal the show. We got confidence, control, leadership, because that's what we are. We are light workers, benevolent beings. A force to be reckoned with as the light army. We take delight in our job and our aspirations, as much of what we do comes through the heart and through the crown divinely. Number 7, crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra. The violet flower of life supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Heal and transmute.
Still in here.
Number 19, delight. Here, I'll make you a moderator, so you just click on his name.
Me?
Yeah. Should be able to. So anybody that I make, yeah, for real, bye Jake. Anybody in the future, you guys will always be moderators on this channel. So when you encounter anything live, because that's 90% of what I do is live, this is a trial and error for all of us. All right, Cash, you should be a moderator now, so you should be able to kick them out.
Should I remove?
Yeah, just remove them from the chat. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create, experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. Put that down there underneath lion and control. Number 9, the allowance. You could be born on the 9th month or the 9th day. You could be seeing nines, life path number 9, or seeing lots of 99s. Perhaps on a license plate number, or it could be even on price tags. Maybe 9s have been sticking out to you a lot. If you are one of these people that keep seeing that reoccurrence of that number, you should look up the spiritual meaning, or take that as a no, I just seen an orb out of the right side of my eye. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. I like that.
Abandoned for 24 hours.
Okay. Hi, Angie. I'm glad you're here. Do you have your own Oracle channel, or is that just the name of your handle, I guess?
Should I get rid of
Thank you.
Gondos Adams?
Holy Spirit, holy angels, for the highest good of them all. The test came out, right? Maybe we've all been feeling a little bit tested lately in a lot of different ways. Our interactions with others, family members, even that of our own selves, our own thoughts. That is always how the test is, right? We test the flesh, because we're spiritual, we are internal beings, but sometimes it's hard to bypass the program part of our mind. Perhaps this test could even be within your marriage, or marriage to just this life itself. The marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. The test, your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. The delight. Frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the delight we invoke in others. Maybe somebody's actually trying that within their marital status at this point. Seeing if you can shift the energies. How big of a conscious creator are you actually? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe seeing the influx in the roles and energies of what you have. More Holy Spirit. One card, please. Telepathy. Close soul connections, harmonious, synchronized reenactment of telepathic communications and moments. attract. The appeal of a soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. Somebody having this entanglement, and what I'm seeing, like with the marriage, like maybe it's not somebody that you have a soul tie to at this point in your life. Because when I look through the trap, it looks like an open portal, right? Whether through this is like a mindscape or I don't know why right now I just heard the word paralegal. A surmountable amount of energy has been expanded at a high velocity. Like maybe somebody found like this access point metaphysically, scientifically, to be able to, this is so interesting. It's like penetrating different realm, almost to speak, like seeing where you are in a different realm, your marriage, your life, your kids, like, and seeing how awakened the significant other or the aspect of that soul is. That is so insane that is coming through right now. The crown chakra, number 7, confidence, the raven. Is somebody experiencing this? Tell me more, Holy Spirit. The marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. Your strength and weaknesses are being tested. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. Close soul connections, harmoniously synchronized reenactment of telepathic moments. Boy, that's deep. Thank you, Laura. Value. Focus on things of value. Boy, that's got to be hard if somebody like actually did penetrate. I don't know why I even want to say that word. Were to observe through a multidimensional state of being into this dimensionality of which we are, right? They're going to see that you are happy and living, because we're, I mean, technically, who fucking knows the rules, right? Yes. We're only supposed to be aware of our one existence within this place, but there, I guess I wouldn't say there's any rules outside of, and it says boundary, of becoming limitless, right? Which is what you truly are. We are. And experiencing different dimensionalities at the same time. That is such a diverse, unique dichotomy is what I'm hearing. Man, that's so interesting. Bending time and reality. Wow. Somebody really tap into like the truest, deepest remembrances of multidimensionality that they have within them, or access points to be able to do so. It's like being completely awake and time traveling through, literally through space and time. This fly. 541. Man, that's interesting. I want to find out more about that. The test. Your are being tested. Trust your intuition. Yes. Has any of you guys that are on here experienced anything to that depth? The feelings. Take time to explore the depth of your emotions that you are experiencing. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. Be open to receiving divine guidance through relationships. Man, that is interesting. Is anybody here who's on the live in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be a marital relationship by any means, and have experienced like interdimensionality in that aspect of, I guess you couldn't even call it a walk-in, but just like noticing the demeanor of your significant other being completely like just universally aware, or so traverse and so different than their normal characteristics are of that being. That's so interesting. All right. What is helping? What is helping with this at this point? Holy Spirit, help me to understand the divine rising. You know, one thing that I've also felt a lot lately is, have you guys noticed the mass awakening within beings? Like people becoming more spiritually and socially aware of just one themselves, which is creating a bigger whole and an influx energetically within the entire system of the collective. I truly, the more chaos always breeds, what is ever behind the chaos is wisdom, right? Because we grow and we learn from it. But it's almost like aspects of that chaos or what it was derived to be is fallen away in so many aspects. You know, the fear, the fear mongers, or the lies and the publicity and all the shit. It's like people are actually starting to see beneath and below the facade of all that crap. I can see it. I notice the awakening in so many people. I'm getting to be a part of it. It's very interesting. And I've traveled to Astoria and to all the places. I will tell you in Astoria, however you say that, I did not meet, I promise you, not one rude or inconsiderate person. Not on the road, not driving, not like anybody that would open the door for you. Everybody I met was so peaceful. And just so, the energy there was so different. I don't know. It made me feel like, you know, being close to the ocean like that, like I've known that many lifetimes and I missed it. And being back here now in Idaho, I mean, I embraced every moment of it. I loved it for what it was, but it is such a different energy. Being around something that's so vast and so much bigger than you, you know, kind of in a way it's so humbling because it reminds us that we are still in this tiny little flesh suit having this experience, but that very spiritual uplifted side of you, when it gets close to the ocean or something that big, it just also reminds you of how vast and connected you are to everything around you. It's pretty amazing. The divine rising. The rising of the divine is on its way, man. The marriage to yourself. I was having this crazy creation, man. Look at that. I was literally just thinking, like, how deep and vast we are as human beings and all of these things that we're going through. I actually watched this show and it's a part of, I want to say it's DC or Marvel Comics. It's in one of their sagas and it's called, I believe it's called The Emergence. And it's where these celestial beings, and I'm looking at the back of this card right now. God, it's so beautiful. And they come down and they have this big ship and it's in the shape of this triangle. And they come down and it's Earth. They called Earth something different at that time. I want to say it started with a U. These celestial beings, being celestials, I mean, we always think we have one job here in the cosmos or even on this earth. We don't even realize the effect that we're having on in other universes. I mean, we're here trying to figure out what's happening to us universally here, right? Like, we're trying to make this lifetime, this earth existence make sense, and it's so much deeper than that. And it honestly, like, at some point, it makes me wonder how much time and I wouldn't say it's a waste because I'm seeking, but how nice it would be for us all to be able to tap into that, the truest essence of ourselves, you know, and like save a little bit of time. Like, we know where we've been hurt. We know where shit has put us off the rails, where we have chose a lower conscious thought form and where we have been derived from. And it really, for a lot of us, which for me, I can speak on my personal experience. Every time I've come back in life, whether it's from drugs or poor relationships or just, man, being relationally poor to myself in the way that I it's forgetting about me. Like, that is the most important thing we're here for, is to remember us. Because I guess maybe that's why we have to forget. You know, we have to be trusted with our own fucking power and our own shit again. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know. Leave a comment if that doesn't make sense to you. To me, it's like having to be retrusted with the power that we once have always had. Being trusted with humanity, humankind. To, you know, we plant all these seeds of something that we already are, celestial beings. We already are so advanced. And perhaps, maybe, we came here and we chose that this was a beautiful planet, and we chose that we seen undeveloped society here, and we chose to be guardians of it. And over hundreds of billions of years, we not only incarnated on it, but decided to have, you know, celestial kids with human beings at some point. I don't know. And you know, the crazier that the truth is, I mean, the truth sounds more crazier than fiction sometimes.
Hi.
Hi.
Ow.
What happened? Do you want to come say hi?
Okay.
Do you want to say hi? We're on camera to all mommy's friends. Can you say hi? Can you waving right there? Hi.
Hi.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, go play with Bubba's. Come on.
Oh.
And why exactly, with how beautiful that is, would we not choose humanity, you know? Confirmation. I don't know, maybe altogether we forgot that we were these gods and goddesses and chose humanity over an existence of eternal being and not having... It'd get boring, wouldn't it? Just always existing and being all, and missing out on shitty diapers and spilt coffee and teenage attitude, you know? It's funny. To me, that's funny. Hell yeah, I would choose humanity. And we always go back to what we once were, and this might sound like super bizarre to some of you, but this is, you know, and I sit back and I'm in these different places at the beach and I'm observing others, or even just my own life, and so close to God because God is within me, and I'm so eager and I want to know all these things and the connectivity between them all, and how do I know things? It's so vast, or talk to past on loved ones, and I am just so encumbered by the science of it all because my linear brain wants to make it make sense, you know. My spirit already knows, you know, silly goose, you would do this. And the other part of me that's just so human is like, I'm gonna miss this. Looking at my kids play, and we created them. Like, we literally create tiny little humans in our body and grow them from a seed. Tell me we're not celestial star beings. You know what I mean? That's just... Tell me we're not goddesses. That just... We created life. I don't know. I'm probably getting very touched right now. Just like, man. When you really think about the creation of what we are, and we want to know all the answers, man, I'm looking at this creation card here. I'm starting to get like teared up, really. But I mean, like, even in the mix of it all, I gotta experience kids. Like, I chose this. I chose humanity. I chose to be here. I chose to... Every down to the friggin' science of me having this channel, and even, you know, talking about these cosmic truths that I already should know. They are already within me. But somehow talking about them, it brings a connectivity between us all, because I know we all feel like this, you know. Cannot be the only person that yearns for that deeper understanding of ourselves and the spiritual truths and the connectivity between us all. And when we get sparks and glimmers of hope within the synchronicities of numbers and the universal truths and the birds and the license plates and just the things that come out of your neighbor's mouth or your loved ones, it's just like, no, it's enough. It sparks enough joy. It's so close but so far away, you know? Do you guys ever feel like that? I love it. Sometimes when I don't have any material to put out on YouTube, it's because a lot of it is me doing this, you know, deciphering in my mind. I always want to be truthful and experience every emotion that I have because they're mine and they're my emotions. And maybe if I speak about them out loud, it would help other people to resonate with what they're going through, how they feel, I guess. You know what I mean? We all seek and we search. Well, if you watch my channel, you're definitely a seeker and a searcher, and you definitely know what I'm talking about, and it's pretty beautiful. And I'm so grateful just to be here. All of it, just so grateful, man. It's probably why I came here, because I would always probably end up with immense amount of gratitude for having this channel, just be able to speak, to know anything about what a collective consciousness is. Like, that's the fucking gem, right? There's so many people out there that don't even know what that means. There's so many people that don't know what an awakening is, or understand the things they're going through, or that you're from another fucking planet and you're just trying to figure out how life makes sense here. And how the hell did you go through all of this shit? Because we have to forget. We chose this. And for those of you that have a courageous, beautiful leadership spirit, of course you chose it. And as many times as you've probably, you know, trigger warning, wanted to either not exist here, cry for home, whether you're staring at the stars or just life's been rough, because I can't think of one person that it hasn't beat down pretty good, you know, whether it's through losing parents or grandparents or your own children. Man, you're not supposed to bury your kids. I just felt so alone in that, and we lose sight of the purpose of what we're here doing, because sometimes it does feel so far away, and it's so jumbled in all the emotions of the things that we go through. It does make it so hard to understand what the fuck we're doing here, you know? And I know that. But for those of you that wake up every day and continue just to seek and take those little glimmers of hope, like, the energy is being turned up right now. You know, we're coming out of the Piscean age of, that's a fucking heavy energy, into the Aquarian age, dude. And we're gonna come back and incarnate in the next fucking multi-million years that we'll be here. But while we're here, we should be making sure it is an important incarnation, that our kids realize, you know, the significance of being spiritually awakened, how to cleanse themselves, and how to know what energy is and what that looks like, and why certain things that people say carry heavy, or what their own traumas are, and how to help them to dissect that, to free it from their spirit. You know, like, we have such a, we always are looking for something outside of us. And for those of you that even don't have kids, you know, you have people in your life as you're learning and growing these things. You can't just be a fucking spiritual closet junkie. You can't just hide away in your closet with all of your truths and be so afraid to be persecuted by them. And I really feel like I'm speaking to somebody like that right now. you have nothing to fear but fear itself, you know? You have probably some of the most significant truths that would help so many others understand what being a actual hermit looks like. Being away. God, you know, it says in the Bible, God did not make us, no man is an island. He did not make us to be alone. And it's our mind. Our mind is just, we're connected to other minds. I can pick up on thoughts that aren't even my own, you know, and it's like switching through a radio station half of the time. You have a lot of truths, you need to bring them out, you know, and even if that's just talking about your solitude or what brought you there or how immense amount of pain has helped you to actually feel again, because within that there is hope. It's a restorative energy and a resonance energy for other people to tap into whenever they hear your message or feel your energy by being close, that back from whatever they went through. It's so important that we share our journey. Even, you know, if you see somebody, if you lost a kid and somebody else lost a kid, you know, it's like, for us that haven't lost a kid, it's like, and I'm sure I've had in other dimensions, you know, that are existing at the same time. But for me being here, I'm like, I have not lost a child yet, and I would not even want to know what that feels like. Ever. So I can't empathize. I could only kind of imagine what that would feel like. Go inside with Bubba's. Hey, you need to listen to Bubba's. Hey, Mama's walking.
No.
Mama's walking.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell everybody bye?
She wants the bounce house to be up. Bye.
Mommy's gonna get off here shortly. Go in with Bubba's and go get a popsicle. Can you get her a popsicle? They should be in the house freezer. You need a popsicle too?
Yeah.
Alright. Maybe go.
You want me to hold you?
I'm not your mom, I'm your Gigi. Thank you, Bubba. Boy, now that we kicked everybody out of the comments, you guys sure are quiet. I don't know. Do you guys' mind ever get to the depth of, man, practice freedom, number 26, release the weight of judgment. I'm actually going to read that. It's a freaking beautiful card. And it's such a heavy energy, too. There is hope ahead. And those are the two. You don't realize the hope you are for others because you made it through and now you're in the searching process. You know what I mean? Remember when you're at the depths of hell yourself and just trying to find any glimpse of hope that God existed, or that, you know, what doesn't even matter about a religion, but when you felt like nothing and nobody was there, and somebody came along and said one thing that made you feel hope again, or that made you look or seek, you know what I mean? That earth angel that turned your eyes from the darkness of just probably not even wanting to exist or be here. We're so humble and meek in our perseverance through the shadow that there is always a need for humility, but at the same time, we have to have a voice. We have to be able to speak to others about the resurrection of the Christ within, right? Or it will mean nothing. It would mean nothing. Man, that tears me up a little bit. Practice Freedom 26. Here we go. Okay. What friend? Ryan? Yeah. Yeah, is his mom bringing him over? Okay. To spend the night? Okay. Well, you guys need to help clean up the house anyways. Okay, love you, bye, I'm on alive. with my doors open. Hey Mom, can my friend spend the night? Like, you couldn't find a better time to ask than now, son? Sure. Flow with the rhythm. We were children, as you are. We were children. We're always children, aren't we? I just want you guys to see how beautiful that card is. When we were children, dance and movement were naturally parts of our being. We know intuitively how to find joy in the rhythm and how to express that joy with our bodies. So funny right now, I just told my son his friend could spend the night and he started jumping around with his arms in the air like, yes. Guess we did, huh? Maybe along the way we were told that our expressions were not good enough to be considered dance. But the truth is that every dance in existence was first. I'm reading off of the wrong card, but it's got to be for a reason. The truth is that every dance in existence was first made up by intuitive movement. Like so much in this world, the art of dancing is a subjective one, and you get to decide how to participate in it. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to dance. 26 is what we're looking for. There's never any coincidences in life, is there, guys? I'll be like, there's no chance that is a coincidence. Everything I see now that's so synchronistic, I'm like, ha, universe, got him.
Mother.
Yeah, mother's on a live reading.
There were no pop toast either. One of them.
Okay. Yeah, what can you put in that? Make something. I'm almost out of my life.
Do you need like a soda or
Okay, go put a soda in there. Help him experiment, and then get him a spoon and put it in a bowl. Go make a smoothie, yay! You got it. You can do it.
You don't need
I believe in you. Good job. Judgments that we or others have placed upon ourselves can shackle us, stealing our joy and will to fully embody our life. It is a heavy burden to carry the weight of judgment, and it can keep us trapped in a cycle of fear and blame. If you have pulled this card, it might be time to consider whether you are being held prisoner by judgments. The inner work exercise to this. Take some time to reflect on your beliefs that you hold about yourself and your inner child. Write down as many core beliefs as you can and then review your statement for signs and patterns of judgment beliefs. A good way to do this is to speak these statements out loud and then focus on the feelings and sensations you experience afterwards. On a separate page, write down all of the statements that did not leave you feeling empowered and hopeful. Now is the time to dig a little deeper. Where did these beliefs come from? Why did you believe this is true about yourself or your inner child? If you release these beliefs, are you afraid something might happen? Are parts of your identity built around these beliefs? Ooh, that's a deep one. Man, when you start awakening, that is a deep one, huh? Are parts of your identity built around these beliefs? Answering these questions can help you understand where these judgment beliefs came from and why they might have been hesitant to go. Now it is time to counter them. Write down the opposite statements to the judgments, beliefs. Say them aloud and see how you feel. Do you feel empowered, hopeful, and full? If so, then there is truth there that needs to be spoken. Ooh, that is powerful. Responsive journaling prompts. How does it feel to speak words of truth and freedom over yourself now? Ooh, that is some powerful work right there. You know, I seen the hawk spirit like 3 times today just flying over. It was absolutely beautiful every time I see it. Every time I see a hawk, I'm like, hawk spirit, and I always got to look at the time. 6:07 right now. Pretty neat. And then we got number 5, there is hope ahead. Have courage to take heart, for there is hope. And everybody needs a message of hope, man. Everybody could use a message of hope. And for those of you that are being that for others, it's what we're here to do, man. And when other people do that for you, love them up, because that is so divine. Nothing is a coincidence and nothing is by chance, you know? There is hope ahead. Life is a journey filled with many highs and lows. Sometimes a low can be followed by other and another until all that is remembered are the low places. It is at these times that it may seem as though there is nothing left to hope for, and all that remains are these ashes of once what was. If you have pulled this card, I know that there is hope once more. Oh, it's making me tear up. Wonderment exercise. Now is the time to let hope in. There is so much good waiting for you ahead. There is a deep and divine love that is always present and always waiting to wrap its arms around you. You are held. You are loved. You are never alone. Reach out today unto the divine and be held by love. Responsive journaling prompt. How does it feel to let hope reside within your heart? Do you feel apprehensive when you think about hope? Hope is the belief in something that has yet to come, even if we feel that we have no guarantee that what we hope for will arrive. It is far better to let hope into our heart than it to keep it out. Man, that one kind of hit hard. I know there's some hurting people out there right now, man. And I send you guys so much love, and I do not have all the answers, but what I do have is hope and love, and I promise it for as long as you are here and will always be here, you are connected to the divine, and nothing will ever separate you from that except yourself. Nobody, nothing you've done, even through the eyes of God, you are pure and holy. We've done and made some mistakes, but that never separates you from the love of God. Nothing. And maybe all that you're missing in life is forgiveness for yourself and forgiveness for others, because love does cover the multitude of all things. And I know it's hard to get to forgiving, because maybe at some point that was the only thing that you had hope in, was that vengeance and that revenge for whatever was taken from you or how that felt. But as you grow into the being that you're meant to be and learning, if you will, you will find the power in love, and it is so much greater than anything you could ever do in a vengeful heart or a vengeful way. Promise. I've had to let a lot of stuff go, and in doing that, I have gained the world. I promise you that. God has never stopped giving to me. Even when everything was being taken away, the only thing that remained was the truest essence of what I was. Not things, not a house. What's in your heart, you know? And sometimes that's a hard place to look, because this world has a tendency to make it a cold place at times, because we allow it. We allow the programming to make us feel so disconnected, and it's not. Something you have to seek continuously to remember that we are divine light, that we are light. We're going to mess up here and there, but spreading the gift of love, man, it's all it is about. It's about. Forgiving, being there, trying to understand others, realize when you are at an unhealed aspect of yourself, you know, nobody probably came along and, you know, was there for you, but doesn't mean we have to leave people behind. Some healing has to occur on their own, yeah. Plant a seed, man. Let shit go. Let it go. You do not have to hang on to that. There are things that are out of the comprehension of what we could even understand. You know what I mean? At this point. Anyways, I am going to get off here. I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. I am going to go enjoy some time with my family. I love you guys. Thank you all for being on here. You guys have been awfully quiet. I don't know if that's just because you're listening to the messages and not very, just, I don't know. Spirit is very, man. It's that very warm feeling wrapped all around me, is what I feel. I feel so connected at this point to just everything. And when you realize you are connected to everything, the trees, the wind, your neighbor, the guy across the street, I mean, you will take, I don't know what it does to you, man, but it removes every bit of I to we. And I don't know what changes, but that energy when it shifts and you can actually look at something in such a collective, that's the only way things are ever going to change, is when we stop doing that. You guys know that. Yeah, you're doing great on your own. Look at you. I mean, but what about the 15 people that you know, stepped over, stepped on, or told were dirty, rotten? Now you gotta, before you can really get there, man, that's not getting there. You gotta speak a truth at least. Look, what you did really hurt me in a big way. But because of that hurt, I learned who I was, and I thank you for that. Give them a piece of your healing. When my left ear is ringing so loud right now, allow people to be a part of their transformative energy. They cannot take anything from you but love and hope from your transformation. They know what they've done. They know what they left behind. They know what hurt you and leaving you without a vehicle or taking your kids, or, you know what I mean? They're aware. They've been sitting on the sidelines watching, waiting to see, you know, because, well, you guys know how that is. And then here you are. You've made it into the midst of this transformation, into becoming all that you are. The way that you think, the way that you speak, the way that you interact with others, it's different. People want to know what that is. Where did you get that? What changed? What happened with you? How come you're different now? How come you're able to let shit go? Or how come there's not a reaction from you? Maybe you were somebody that was very angry in the past, and, you know, small things would just fucking ignite you to a point of, you know, they always knew the outcome, and it's not even like the biggest things or bombs that people could drop doesn't, you're just different. You grew from that. And maybe they want to do it too. And a lot of jealousy starts as wanting is envy. You know what I mean? Which is not a consciousness of love. It's of fear. Welcome them in. You want to see how I changed? It didn't feel good. I felt alone. I felt scared. I felt unloved. I felt unworthy. I felt left behind. I felt abandoned. And did I say how far alone I felt when all of you turned your back on me? You know, just say that's your story. And here you are a few years later, and you're doing it. And not only are you doing it, but that little shove, it pushed you to find you. And it was all divinely orchestrated, but the human brain needs to understand, right? We have to do these things so that we are so emotional, and it's such an emotional and experience here, and which is good. Emotions are good. I mean, they're beautiful. Shit. Not gonna say, I mean, I could get so angry, man. Back in the day, I was a hothead. Sometimes, I mean, I've snapped a little bit in the last year. And I remember, you know, my spiritual leader, she's like, gotta watch that anger, Casey, because there's a time and place for everything, you know what I mean? And when you can, some of the most artistically creative people are the people that end up being drug addicts or alcoholics or having some sort of form of addiction. And that could be food, that could be, it doesn't just have to be alcohol and drugs, you know, because it's such an overwhelming amount of energy that we don't know how to channel it or where it would go. You know, unless we're drawing or doing something, we've got to do something with it, and a lot of the time it's a mind thing. So we're very creative human beings, and remember, we're working with a super fucking program up here, so beating that and the programming of it, which a program means same shit, different day, right? When we start breaking down the dynamics of what that actually looks like, our brain's like, well, what the fuck's happening? That's why anytime losing weight or going on a different journey or doing anything out of the ordinary, you know, your body's like, hell no, they ain't having it. So you go through like these depressive states or anxiety, or it could be the same when we're leaving somebody that we love and you're moving to a new place. It's foreign, and the culture shock of our body. I mean, we gotta go, unfortunately, as fast as the flesh suit will let us. And for those of us that are hanging on to an extra 10 or 20 pounds, it's it's a lot slower. Man, I love you guys. It's been good to get on here and bullshit with you guys. Miss you. I guess I had a lot more on my mind than what I thought I really had on my mind, because I guess I had a lot more to say. I always got a lot to say, though. You guys are quiet in the comments. Where are you from? Where are you at? How are you guys this night? I'm getting ready to get off here. It got real quiet as soon as we got all those trollers out. Thank you, Wade. Thank you, Laura. Thank you guys all for being in here and managing the fart crew. Alright, well, I'm going to close this readout. Numbers to be on the lookout for, right? Because I'm a numbers guy. I'm hearing the name Ophelia Ozark. Say it again. Ozdark. That is such an odd name. Is it a place? I don't know if Ozdarkian Perseverance 777, that could be for somebody. Ancient wisdom. Okay. Dogs barking. Alright, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do we got? All the way out, please. I wish I could say it. Ozvark. I can hear it in my mind just fine. Ozvarkidian. I don't know what that is. It's like a wizard. I'm hearing wizard. And like what they're showing me in my mind's eye is like Ireland or the dwarves. Ozvarkidin. I don't know. That's the only I can hear it in my mind, but that's what I'm getting out. Ozvarkidin. And then one of my guides is like, Oswald's Christmas. And I'm like, no, it's not Oswald's Christmas. And I keep thinking of his big goofy butt. Oh my gosh. Alright. 0909, New Beginnings. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. Told you about those 99s earlier. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter, a new adventure will unravel. Hell yeah. We talked about number 35, there is hope ahead. Number 666, reflect. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to evaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-reassurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. 666. And then we've got the feminine forces. Ooh, confirmation. 2222. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you will become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, just listen. I love that. I don't know, I feel like music could be very important right now for a lot of you guys, tapping back into maybe getting off the tarot, getting off of the oracle reads, and stop looking for answers in a lot of places outside of yourself. I really feel spirit guiding to just talk about the soul connection with yourself. And we have a resonance energy within tones and frequencies, because space is, it's so vast, but those tones carry. I mean, could you imagine how loud it is in space with just like, it's probably deafeningly quiet, but think about a meteorite flying through and what that would sound like. Like just the high frequency and the pitch of those sounds. Pretty loud. I don't know why they're showing me that right now. Haha. 333 at the bottom of the deck. Special skills. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put use to your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Can never go wrong with the threes, guys. Maybe you are born on the 3rd. By the way, happy birthday to all of you Cancerians. Hope everybody had a good moon in the sign of full moon, summer solstice full moon in the sign of Capricorn. That was a very heavy moon energy. We'll be coming up on the 7-7 portal here in July. And we got the 8-8 portal coming up in August. So we've got some, this is going to be a fast summer, man. So those are going to be times when the veil is thin and those portals are open. So for some of you, maybe you need to do some homework on what that means and look into your astrological chart. I love you guys, and I hope you guys take care. I don't know, I'm not going to promise the next time I'll be on here, because my life's been pretty crazy lately, but I will try to get on here. It'd be nice if I could get on here tomorrow and at least get at least 30 minutes out, or, you know, whatever. I noticed I was off for a few days, and not that I give a shit, but I lost like 10 subscribers, and I was like, it don't matter. I really was like, I have my loyal people, those of you that watch me all the time, and I love you guys. You know what I mean? The message is the message. There's nuggets in it for everybody. For those that do end up finding the channel, you know, I'm sure that they enjoy it too, and you know, it's not about being anything other than love and light for others, and it's not about having a show or, you know, being superior. We all have our gifts. You guys all have your own unique, intuitive, spiritual gifts, blessings, your dragons. You have your little people. You guys don't even, for those of you that are just awakening, like, you don't even know what your spirit is, man. Like, you're so much bigger than what you even know. And that's the key, is waking up to the essence of what and who you truly are. But the only way to do that is through love, you know? It really is. It's through love and letting go of all the shit that does not matter. You cannot hang on to that and then be given an unsurmountable amount of energy to, you know, what could be used to break the world when we're here trying to fix it. So there's a reason for the healing. All right. That water tastes so good. All right, let's close out this read. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for gathering here and bringing some wisdom. Thank you for the collective that I get to speak to. I hope that this message finds all of you in divine perfect timing. If you guys are interested in a personal read, my email is all lowercase angeldynasty, the number 33 at gmail.com. And you will get a 45-minute to an hour-long video that is personalized, tailored specifically to you and your guides. You email me, we'll talk about what your intentions are. If you feel like donating to the channel, I have a Cash App and a PayPal linked in the description box in my channel. If you guys like, subscribe, share the videos with anybody that you know would like them. If not, you just want to watch, that's cool. I love you guys. Archangel Michael, I call on you. Thank you for guarding the gates as I channel these messages. I would like to close the gates and the channels of communication. I would like to send back any energy that does not belong to me to where it goes with love and light, and I call back my energy and power with love and light. I demand, declare, and decree that no weapons formed against myself or my listeners will prosper, so let it be. Thank you for always resonating in the energy of love for the collective and bringing us together for the highest good of all. Te shiki te te osho papaya ke te ate shiki. Te sha papaya ke te atu te shakatea te apatea shiki te papaya shiki. Tara ke oshoko te Yeshua. So mote it be. Alright guys, you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will catch you guys later.
Mother.